Welcome back. Let's now understand the quality audit with its importance in the execution phase. So, as we say that the quality audits is one of these techniques or tools that's been used to ensure managing the project quality when executing the project. We'll discuss the purpose of the quality audits. We'll see how the quality audits identify let's say, helps you identifying the process improvement and maintain the standards. Also, how to ensure the adherence to quality guidelines and industry best practices. Quality audits are structured reviews to ensure that the project activities comply with the predefined processes and standards. These audits are essential for identifying areas of improvement and ensuring that the project deliverables align with the customer expectation and the regulatory requirements. In this video, we'll explore how to conduct a quality audits, how they contribute to the process improvement, and their role in maintaining the adherence to the quality standards. And to start with understanding quality audit. So, what exactly is a quality audit? A quality audit is a structured evaluation of whether the project activities aligns with the established processes, unlike quality control, which focuses on detecting defects in deliverables. Quality audits assess the processes used to create those deliverables. For example, in a construction project, a quality audit might check if the safety regulations and building codes are being followed, rather than just inspecting the final, let's say, structure or defects. And this ensures a long-term compliance and prevents costly issues later on. So the quality control audit, let's summarize it with saying that it's a systematic independent process to evaluate the project activities when execution and the execution phase. And that will help that the processes and to ensure that all of the processes and standards are followed as identified on the quality management plan and the project management. And it focuses on the continuous improvement rather than just fault finding. So we say that the quality audit is a process that's been used during the execution phase, while quality control it's used in the monitoring and control process. So it's better to use these quality audits, to ensure that you have less defects found on the quality control and inspection, for example. And the purpose of conducting a quality audit serves multiple purposes. They ensures the compliance with the quality standards, identifying inefficiencies, and improving the project execution. A well-conducted audit not only detects issues, but also enhances the team awareness of industry best practices. And let's take an example here. Let's say the IT service management. Quality audits helps ensuring that the incident response procedures aligns with the ITIL best practices, reducing the downtime and improving the service delivery. Now let's see the types of quality audits. We have, let's say, three main types of audits, including the internal audits, the external audits, the compliance audits. So to start with the internal audits are conducted by a project team or organization by itself. So within the organization itself, you may have a number of testers that they're working on the project, and you assign them to do an internal audits. When it comes to external audits, which is you can think of it's been conducted by a third party, for example, on the ISO certification audits. The last type here we have is the compliance audits. The compliance audits ensure the adherence to regulatory and contractual requirements. So all of these different types serves different purposes. Ensures that you are doing these audits to ensure the let's say the compliance with the whatever standards that your project might need to be follow, or enhancing the processes that is involved within your project, or to find any issues within your processes. So all of these types serves as the key types for when doing a quality audit. And here are the key steps involved when conducting a quality audit. Conducting a quality audit involves multiple steps. So first, auditors define the scope and the objective, which are, let's say, evaluating a specific process or the entire project. So they need to understand whether they are, let's say, evaluating the entire process or a specific process within the project. Next, they review the documentation and interview the stakeholders to gather the insights. After they gather the relevant documentation and interview the stakeholders, finally, findings are documented and recommendations are made. So they start by defining the audit objective and scope, they gather the relevant documentation, and they review whatever project documentation. Based on that, they might need also to conduct an additional interviews, or, for example, a site inspection to understand the stakeholders' requirement compared to the, let's say, to the project, let's say, current execution. Based on these findings, they document all of these findings and they share with the stakeholders with recommended corrective actions to ensure that they are aligned with the quality requirements that the stakeholders are expecting. And let's take an example here. Let's say that in a healthcare project, audits check if the hospital adhere to patient safety protocols, ensuring a proper sanitization procedures are in place. Identifying process of improvement through audits. And this is one of the key purposes of conducting an audit, which to have a process improvement in place. Audits are not just about compliance. They also help in identifying inefficiencies. By analyzing audit results, project managers can improve the workflows and optimize the resources. Audits can help you identify the also the bottlenecks within a process, providing an insight, for example, to waste, let's say, reduction and process optimization. And it also fosters a culture of continuous improvement. And here are the common findings in quality audits. So, common audit findings often include non compliance issues or missing documentation and gaps in training. So, addressing these issues helps improving the overall project performance. So, these are the common findings that maybe an audits team that might find at a project. We say the non compliance with the procedures, missing document, not following the PMP guidelines, let's say not conducting an inspection, not verifying the deliverables, not, for example, engaging with the stakeholders, not documenting any changes. So all of these can be as a quality audits, which the auditors can find in any project. Also, the lack of documentation for these key processes, which might impact the quality of the project. How to ensure the adherence to quality standards. So ensuring adherence to quality standards requires a constant effort. Project managers should review audit findings, implement these corrective actions which they were found by the audit team, and also provide an ongoing training in case if they find any issue in relation or let's say a lack of your team training. So you need to ensure whatever findings that the audits might find, that you implement a corrective action and not just let's say ignore these, let's say, audits and findings. Sure, also following the or the quality management plan, implement the corrective and preventive action based on the audit results, and ensure a regular training and awareness program for your teams. Here are the common challenges when conducting a quality audits. So, challenges in quality audits include the team resistance due a fear of, let's say, change. Also, you have the time and the resource constraints in conducting through audits because it takes time. It involves the need. It might involve an interviews with the team to understand more about, following the quality procedures. Ineffective follow-up, also one of these challenges that you might face when conducting quality audits. And audits should be, let's say, framed as opportunities for improvement rather than just, for an investigation, for example. And to summarize our session on conducting a quality audit, so we say that quality audits ensure the adherence to project standards, regulatory requirements, and best practices, and ensuring that they are meeting the quality uh, requirements that you have identified on the planning phase when conducting the quality planning. And they are vital for continuous improvement, identifying inefficiencies, and optimizing the processes. So regular audits along with the proper corrective actions enhances the project success and the stakeholder confidence.